Hey everyone, today I want to do a different video and I'm gonna address the title of it because I don't really know how else to title it other than what it's titled. But I just want to make it clear that these games obviously that I'm gonna talk about don't make you happy. They don't take away depression or sadness. They just kind of help me personally in aiding it, and my therapist is always about distractions and stuff, so that's what we're gonna be focusing on today. Just want to make that clear in the title. And also to make it clear, I'm not sponsored by any of these. I would say if I was, and that would be awesome if I was, but I'm not. I really just wanted to make a video like this because it's been helping me throughout these sad periods of my life, so I wanted to do it for you. And I know it might seem silly, but it's like the little things that count throughout your day, you know? So yes, we're gonna be talking about some games that I personally have been playing that I want to share with you guys that kind of help me out when I get really sad and I go ahead and just focus on these things. It's like you can't focus on other things all the time while you're playing it. You kind of just want to focus on what you're doing, so it stops the crazy thinking mode of your head. I don't know, it helps. It's a good distraction, so I wanted to share them with you because I share them with my family and they get really addicted to some of these games. I actually got one of them for my nieces. Without further ado, let's do this. The first game I want to talk about is the only game that is not available on a phone, so I'll get it out of the way, is Harvest Moon. Now, if any of you have grown up playing Harvest Moon, it's the funnest game ever. My personal favorite is the Harvest Moon DS cute version. Now, the problem with this is that you need a DS. Obviously. But this game is basically just a farm game where you have a farm and you try to find different harvest sprites and get more money to build your farm and find a love interest to marry. So what makes this game so different is that it's so time consuming. It's not one of those games where you can just beat it in a week or a day unless you're playing like 12 hours a day, literally. There's so much to do, it's endless. It's definitely not an easy game. I feel like a lot of games made now are being tailored more to younger audiences. Since this is an older game, it's hard and takes a lot of work, and I've just been playing it kind of like before I go to bed. That's probably not good for your eyes, but YOLO. And it helps me to kind of wind down, and it's a good distraction. It's like you're in an alternate universe, and it's good for kind of like building up your brain skills. I sound so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to add a coin to the jar. Me and my mom have this jar. Well, we don't physically have them, but we have this idea to do jars, and every time one of us says something negative about ourselves, or like just generally really negative, we have to put a coin in the jar, so sorry, Mom. Anyways, you can play this on any DS. It's awesome, and I'm pretty sure you can get it for really cheap because it's a really old game. Now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna talk about phone apps. I feel like I'm doing a Best Fiends video, but I'm not, and I'm kind of sad. The first game I want to talk about is called Cube, and this game almost like reverse Tetris, but you get to choose where the things go, so it's kind of more like Tetris. You just get to, there's not falling blocks. I don't know, it's super fun. It's a competition based game where you are matched up with some random person throughout the world, and you basically have to try and beat their score in under 2 minutes. Now you can run out of moves, making you lose, but it's so addicting. Just bit my tongue. Seriously, this game is so much fun, and really just 10 out of 10 would recommend playing this because it is one of those games where it's very addicting, so obviously you don't want to waste your time playing it, but it's good if you have some extra time and you don't know what to do. I totally understand that there's more important things you could be doing when you have time off or you're chilling out, or you know, things to better yourself, but I'm just focusing on games in this video. I can do a whole nother video about all those fun things that would be good for that, so please don't attack me. I speak so fast that my videos are 2 seconds long because I talk so fast. The next game I'm going to talk about is kind of similar to Cube, but not really. It's called Lolo, and this is a game where there's a bunch of cubes on your screen and you just have to match the colors. Now, the really bad downside to this game is there's a lot of ads. So if you're willing to sit through that, which I am because the game's so fun, then it's perfect for you, but that's one thing to watch out for. And there's a bunch of different game modes if you spend your stars, which you get stars every time, I think, from playing. So I didn't have to buy anything to get the different game modes. But it's really, really fun, and I play this one a lot too, actually. It's a good strategic game because you kind of have to use your mind to think what pieces you're going to choose to press and what you're going to do so that you still have moves left over. The main game mode isn't time limited, which is super cool too. The next game I'm going to talk about is Crossy Road, and this is the cutest game I probably have ever seen in my life. It is so satisfying to play. It's kind kind of like Frogger, where you have to jump across the road and across the pond and make sure that you don't get hit by cars, but there's a twist on this because the more you play, the more of these coins you collect, and then once you get 100 of these coins, you can use them on the vending machine, which gives you new characters, which is so cool because it's so much fun to collect the little characters, and I really feel like I'm doing a sponsored video right now, but this is honestly just my thoughts. I'm a nerd. All of the characters kind of have very, very minimal differences in abilities, so some hop a little bit faster, some hop a little bit slower, some are just easier to use. I don't know if that's actually true or if it's just like me making it true in my head, but to me it's a lot easier on some than it is on others. There's a lot of cute little characters too because it's 8-bit style. Some of the characters have different placed like games sections kind of. So for example, Slippy Penguin is a character that you can unlock by using your coins in the little vending machine, and his game mode is where he's constantly sliding and you have to make him move. You can see, which kind of brings me into the last one, which is called Tap Tap Dash. This is sort of similar to the Slippy Penguin game mode, but different. In Tap Tap Dash, you have a character who's constantly moving and you have to tap every time a command is shown. There are like little circles on the screen. So you're running and you tap every time you see one of those, and it gets really fast and really fun, and it's kind of a good time killer if you're just sitting somewhere and you don't want to be awkward when you're waiting for your friend to come to sushi and they never show up. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one because it's a very self-explanatory game. It just gets really hard and you do want to collect these little diamond things, so sometimes when you do your moves you'll be too far over on the side and you won't collect the diamond things, and it gets frustrating but in a good way. Like, it's pretty fun. You also unlock characters on this one the farther that you get. I don't think the characters really do anything different, but my personal favorite is probably the black sheep, or I think it's a pig with headphones on. This one has ads too, but not quite as bad. So yeah, I apologize for kind of a short sitting down type like lame video. I have a couple of more bigger project videos, at least one that I want to start working on, but they're gonna take more than a day to film, and since I film and upload every other day, it's gonna take some time. So it's not that this is a filler video because I actually genuinely wanted to share this because they've helped me, but I do apologize that it's not quite as like high production value as like my really old videos. Not really old, but like my skits and stuff like that. If you guys have anything in particular like skits, I know I've done the 5-7 types of blah blah. I have a couple of ideas that I can't think of right now, but I have some. I'm sure I have at least one. If I don't, I'm sorry for lying, but I think I do somewhere in here in the noggin. Then comment that down below what your favorite one is. If you liked this video, give it a like. You know the drill that everybody always talks about, because we need to get the algorithm fixed. I don't know if it's fixed yet. I'm gonna stop talking. Anyways, I love you guys so much and I hope to see you in the next video. If you're there, come on over there. It'll be uploaded the day after tomorrow if you're watching this on the day it's uploaded. And I love you guys so much. I think I already said that. So I'll see you later. Bye!